We are now joined by Professor Dennis Coronation to share his insights on the latest Pulse Asia survey results. Prof, you've seen the survey, but I want to get your reaction on ang possible impact nitong nangyari this whole week on the order of the survey that you're seeing now.
Hi, good morning. Oo nga although hindi naman covered itong yung mga pangyayari the past few days. But definitely, I think it's going to affect the result of the next survey. Kasi itong survey ng Pulse Asia covers the period of February 20 up to February 26. So that was last month. And I think there were so many things that happened last month with regard to our politics as well as in the previous month. So if there's anything surprising about this, it's the number one position. Although statistically tied, as you mentioned, pero it's quite a surprise that Senator Bongo is currently ranked number one.
Yeah, ano po kayang reason nun? What do you think happened there? Ba't bigla siyang naging number one?
Well, ako parang gusto ko isipin na yung sinasabi na itong 2015 midterm election or every midterm election is always a referendum of the president's the public is going to approve or disapprove the president's performance based on within the in 3 years that has already taken place. Ngayon, tingin ko ito po yung maaring maaring siguro not everyone in the opposition, so-called opposition, is going to make it, only a few of them. But yung the fact that number one si Senator Bongo may be a reflection of what the public thinks about the president's performance so far. Kasi alalahanin natin na I think last month there was a problem kasi there's so many factors that can that can influence the perception of the public. It can mean the public disapprove the issue with regard to the national budget for 2025. So yung fiasco doon, yung problema doon, at yung enormous amount of the budget which they connect so doon sa pagiging greedy daw ng ating mga lawmakers. So maaring nag-reflect yon doon sa nagkaroon ng backlash. And nag-reflect ito sa survey na to.
I'd like to ask you, Prof, with this latest issue on the arrest of former President Duterte, who gets hit the most? Is it the BBM side? Is it the Duterte camp? Who benefits the most also?
Well, it depends po, because so far, based on what I see, the Filipino public seems divided on this issue.
Very,
Recently, meron mga nagtatanggol sa ating dating Pangulo at meron din namang nagsasabi na tama naman yung nangyari, deserve, kumbaga man, yung nangyari. So, we have yet to see, I think in the next survey, we're about to see what the Filipino public think about what just happened. So, divided po so far, mahirap masabi. Pero, ang pwedeng posibleng mangyari is that some of the opposition candidates might benefit from this. Halimbawa, I think kung ibabase lang natin sa mga sa mga activities sa social media, parang maraming natutuwa doon sa pagde-deliver ni Senator Bongo ng pizza. Habang naka-detain naka-hold si former President Rodrigo Duterte. So let's see if this is going to have a positive impact on the survey number of Senator Bongo.
Kasi nangyari itong, di ba, for context nangyari itong survey na to, hindi pa nangyayari yung arrest. Let's put that in context, di ba? Tama po, Prof?
Tama po. February 20 to 26, so wala pa pong aresto niyan.
Yes.
Pero Prof, on social media, if you monitor, medyo yung pangalan ni Bam Aquino has been trending in the midst of all this gulo. I see a lot of people now gearing towards yung platform niya and kay Heidi Mendoza. I've seen it. But these are raw unverified numbers. But you'll see that activity, a lot of people are talking about them now. But why do you think lumilitaw yung pangalan nitong dalawa amidst all the chaos?
Well, unang-una po, no, nag-start na yung campaign period for the national candidates. So full blast na yung kanilang pangampanya. So maaari pong tumaas yung position ni former Senator Bam Aquino dahil full blast na yung kanyang kampanya along with the other senatorial candidates. Ngayon siguro po baka nagre-resonate yung message ng kanyang kampanya na kung saan i-remind niya yung mga tao, yung mga botante ng kanyang achievements when he was still a senator. I think number one doon yung free tertiary education.
That's right.
So maaring sa tingin ng publiko kailangan ng mga kabataan yan ngayon. And of course, siguro may kinalaman rin doon sa celebration ng EDSA. February 25.
Yeah.
So yun, So yung of course, pag sinabing EDSA, hindi natin maalis sa isip natin yung mga Aquino, yung mag-asawang Aquino, si Senator Benigno Aquino.
That's right. Cory Aquino.
Aquino and the former president, Mrs. Corazon Aquino. So,
right.
I think nag-rub off yan doon sa mga members ng Aquino family. Maaring may kinalaman din po yan doon. But of course, andyan yung
marami pa rin factors oo. Pero yun, at Prof, sorry po, wala na po tayong oras, but we would love to have you again next week para po mas pag-usapan pa po ito.
The aftermath is next week.
Yes, oo. Ikaw po rin, tatawagan ka namin. But for the meantime, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Professor Dennis Coronacion. Thank you po.